Hey y'all, this is Conrad Layn here. And welcome to the segment Turo Ideas. I'm going to give you another idea that I think will really be beneficial to Turo host, Turo guest, and Turo the company, which is phenomenal. This is right, let me dive right into it. So I'm going to leave a link below. Anytime your guest checks out their vehicle, you should always do at least one or two final checks and let them check through the car as well, because oftentimes, so many times, people leave their belongings behind because they're usually in a rush, they might be running late, their mind's just not there, they forget their wallet, forget their ID, their passport, etc. And then what happens is the host has to use their time to give it back to them, probably at a later time or later date, or they don't even get the opportunity to give it back because the person already flew out. So to avoid any possible maybe situation and bad experience for the guest and also potential gray market transactions, I highly recommend, I think there should be some type of mail service set up, like a Turo mail service. So if you're a guest who has left your driver license, wallet, etc., there should be an option that the guest can actually select, hey, and maybe pay additional fee to get maybe FedEx, UPS, and then maybe like a prepaid postage stamp sent to the host at their address, or they could print it online as well. FedEx does it as well. FedEx, you can do USPS, some kind of prepaid postage, and then you just put the item inside there, take a picture of it, send them the tracking number, voila. Now, if they're in another state, another country, they pay for the shipping because the host should not have to pay for that. That's not the host's fault. Even though I think the host should still do one final check, that's not your fault. They left their items in your car. That's their responsibility. So you shouldn't have to pay for it. And if you pay for it, that could potentially be a gray market transaction, especially because that's outside the Turo app. And you might be in a situation where you want reimbursement, it creates another bad situation. And then if they pay you, that might be a gray market transaction. If they don't, it's a bad experience. And if you don't pay for it and mail the guests their items back, they might give you a bad review because they're blaming you because they're mad because they lost their passport and now their trip turned into a disaster. So to get rid of all this bad negativity and anxiety, unnecessary anxiety, I think Turo can definitely step in and create a partnership or the option to allow if a guest loses their item, they should have an option to select maybe FedEx, USPS, or some kind of mail carrier that allows the host to print up prepaid postage that the host doesn't have to pay for. So it's already paid for by the guest through the Turo platform, and then the host can print that and then put the package into the box or whatever the container is, and mail it to the next country, mail it to the next state, mail it to the next city, even if they're in the same city. That way, it just keeps a good experience, and that way the guest pays for it, so the Turo doesn't have to come out of pocket. It's not Turo's fault either, so the guest should pay for this, in my personal opinion, but should definitely be an option that does not exist currently. So hey, yeah, I think Turo should totally start Turo carriers or Turo mail service, etc. Whatever the case is, and I think that would be a great idea that'll help increase the experience of whatever we're going through and allow guests to be able to receive their items no matter if they lose their items or leave their items in your car, so the host doesn't have to, and keeps it positive.